Squats are an essential strength exercise for our entire legs to be able to withstand the impact of running, jumping, and bidding, and more.
The setup. Stand with your feet at hip width apart or just outside. Toes pointed forward or slightly out, whatever's most comfortable for you. You're going to bend at the knees and bring your hips back, keeping your core neutral and your chest upright. Slowly lower down for about 2 seconds. Hold for a moment there and come up through to the top for 2 seconds in your body weight squat. Once you can do standards for body weight, you're going to move on to a weighted progression. If you find yourself excessively arching your low back, maybe you're experiencing tightness through your low back, then we may want to lift your heels. You might also find yourself excessively rounding as well. Let's see that. Either way, we don't want this to happen during your squat, so make sure you send in your form video that we can see what this is looking like and give you adjustments. As we can see here, raising those heels really helped Dan with his excessive low back rounding and arching, and he has a much more neutral spine here.
Once you hit the standards for the body weight squat, you'll progress to the weighted goblet squat.
You can do this with a dumbbell or a kettlebell.
Just make sure you keep your elbows tucked while you're holding the weight.
Once you've worked the goblet squat for about 2 to 6 weeks and you can work it comfortably with about 10% of your weight, you're going to go into your front squat. You can do this with dumbbells or kettlebells. With the dumbbell variation, we're seeing the hand and the shoulder close together, elbows upright. We're not having our shoulders round forward. Chest is nice and proud. Our spine is neutral, and your knees are going to be pushing more towards your toes with your pelvis going downward. Now to get into this with our kettlebells, we need a little finagling. You want to grab your ears on the inside of it, and then we're going to rack them on your chest, keeping those elbows tucked and tight to your body, chest lifted as we go. Again, just bending those knees, bringing the hips back and down without caving on the chest.
Make sure you're sending in your form often so your coach can help to make sure you're properly strengthening this movement pattern. Choose a variation that you feel comfortable with and a weight that you feel confident in. Don't go too heavy too fast. These squat variations are really meant to prepare us for the coming VMO squats, which you'll see in the tryout and preseason programs.
I like the front squat too because it is going to go right into that VMO. You'll see the difference between the goblet and the front squat, whereas the goblet is going to work more your core, your whole body, but that front squat, whew, it gets those legs, it gets those quads, which we're going to see later in our other phases of this program.
And the VMO squat is a lot more knee heavy, and so that's why we're doing these other workouts to prepare that instead of just jumping straight to the VMO squat.
Yeah, we don't want to get you going too much, too fast. It's all about progression and building up slowly at a pace that feels comfortable for you.
Yep, pain-free for injury prevention.
For injury?
Go when you stop laughing.
How'd it look?